Rocky Dennis was born in 1961 with one of the rarest medical conditions in the world, craniodiaphyseal dysplasia. This disorder caused excessive bone growth in his skull, distorting his face and putting pressure on his brain. Doctors told his mother, Rusty Dennis, that he wouldn't live past 7. But Rocky, he refused to follow the script life gave him. He was a straight-A student, had a photographic memory, and could outsmart his teachers. He even tutored other kids. And let's get one thing straight. He was funny. If people stared, he'd crack a joke before they could say anything. But what happened when Hollywood took his story? That's where things get really interesting. In 1985, director Peter Bogdanovich brought Rocky's story to life in Mask, starring Cher as his fierce, motorcycle-riding mother Rusty and Eric Stoltz as Rocky. But here's a fact you probably didn't know. Eric Stoltz, the actor playing Rocky, was actually cast as Marty McFly in Back to the Future before being replaced by Michael J. Fox. Imagine how different movie history would have been. The Mask makeup team worked tirelessly to create a look that honored Rocky's real appearance, and Stoltz's transformation was so convincing that some people believed he actually had the condition. But wait until you hear what happened during filming, because it's chilling. Picture this. The cast and crew were filming in Rocky's old neighborhood when an elderly man walked up to Eric Stoltz. He froze, staring at him, and then he started crying. He thought Rocky had come back to life. That's how powerful Stoltz's portrayal was. And it wasn't the only strange thing about this film. One of the most unforgettable aspects of Mask is the fierce and rebellious love that Rusty Dennis had for her son. But in reality, Rusty was even more unconventional than the film portrayed. A free-spirited biker and a woman who refused to let the world define her son, she fought relentlessly to give Rocky a normal life. She challenged school administrators, pushed doctors for answers, and never allowed pity to surround her son. In interviews, she often said that Rocky wasn't a victim. He was a kid who wanted to live like anyone else.
So I lied about his age and I put him in school. Well, obviously he was at least 6 months younger than the other kids, and he was more mature than they were.
Despite its success, Mask was snubbed by the Oscars. And Cher? She wasn't about to let that slide. She showed up at the Academy Awards in one of the most iconic and rebellious outfits in history. A sheer, spiky black ensemble designed by Bob Mackie. It was her way of telling the Academy, you can't ignore me. And honestly, she had a point. Many still believe Eric Stoltz deserved an Oscar nomination for his performance. Rocky Dennis passed away at just 16, but his story didn't end there. His mother, Rusty, made sure his memory lived on. Even decades later, Mask remains a cult classic, inspiring people worldwide. Rocky's story wasn't just about overcoming a rare disease. It was about living with courage, humor, and heart.
How stupid you are. Rube Walker, man! I conned you out. Rube Walker! No more taking it easy.
Stop it!
And as a closing statement, we just had to give Rocky a mention into one of our other videos, The 50 Strangest Faces in Movie History.